You need help? Yeah, that's your baby. Please
Yeah,
don't run.
Basically had both shoulders pinched in the head all at the same time, so.
Please don't run. Please don't run. Please don't run. Oh, first time moms. Good morning, guys. It's been a busy one. We had, oh, thank you. Okay. She's okay, and she's okay, and my ewe that I had put in the head stall, I let her out this morning, and she's still cranky toward her lambs, so she gets to stay for a little longer. And these 3 first-time moms that I've put in, you guys have plenty of food. So the 3 first-time moms, no, 2 first-time moms, 1 second-time mom, 3rd-time mom. Anyway, Marbles is not a first-time mom. She's one of my favorite sheep, but she sucks as a mother. So I need to make sure all 3 of these lambs get something to drink. And I'm afraid she may be on the chopping block this year if she cannot. She only ever gives me singles, which isn't really a mark against her, but she is not a good mom. I always end up having to bottle feed the babies. I probably need to get a second one of these gates, but I haven't yet, so. Okay, I'm going to get all 3 of these, make sure I can get them on mom. If I can't get them on mom, then I will go make up some colostrum for them. But yeah, we cleared out a bunch of jugs this morning and filled up a few more, and we're slowly gaining. So of the 3 moms, 2 of them have not come into their milk yet. The one, I think she's just holding it because she is very stressed, and the lamb knows what to do. It's sitting trying to milk, trying to nurse off her. The little black one, it does not have any milk yet, and I'm hoping that she will come in soon. But she doesn't seem to mind having that lamb nurse on her at all. So, and then Marbles, I don't know if her lamb's just dumb, but it won't like latch on. So we're gonna milk her out and feed the lamb that way. The other 2 I'm making up colostrum for. And we just keep our fingers crossed. So I know my husband wants to head to town. He's got some stuff he needs to do. And I'm just trying to hurry without forgetting anything. But yeah, lots of singles. But I also expect singles from my first-time moms. I'm always thrilled when my first-timers have twins, but I never expect it. I actually prefer it if they have singles. It is less stress on them, and it is less stress on me because I'm not trying to get too attached to mom. I'm missing a bottle, and I'm not sure what happened to it. Okay, one of these nipples we use for, might be, we have to, mom's colostrum is a lot thicker than the powdered colostrum you buy in the store. So I have a special nipple that has a fairly big hole in it that way it will go through the nipple. So I've got my stuff to milk Marble. I have my colostrum for the other 2. Okay, let's go deal with these lambs. Well, that actually went a lot better than I thought it would. We were able to get Marble's lamb on her, and my husband, when I got back with the colostrum, my husband was cutting off all the little tags down below her, which the lamb kept trying to get onto. And so we were able to get her onto her lamb, her lamb onto her. She let her nurse, and she could care less about the lamb, but at least she's letting it nurse. The other white ewe, once she calmed down, she went ahead and let her lamb nurse. Now, the lamb did take 3 ounces of colostrum from me, and then maybe that was just a stretch. I've got 2 that are looking pretty iffy. Anyway, she went ahead and I fed 3 ounces of colostrum to that lamb, and then she immediately went to mom. I held the mom, and she went and nursed. She doesn't have a ton of milk. She has just a little bit, so she hasn't come completely in. But I think part of that is the fact that the lamb has not nursed on her at all. So I went ahead and held her and let the lamb nurse, and then I was able to let her go, and that lamb still nursed. So that's a plus. Now my little black ewe, who is my first 2023 ewe to lamb, we actually had to pull that lamb this morning. Its shoulders were stuck. It's not a huge lamb, but it is still pretty big for her. This is why I will not be breeding them that young again. And she her udder is really small. She has 0 milk, so I went ahead and fed that lamb. She only took an ounce, so I will go ahead again in a couple hours and offer her the bottle again. But the mom has no problem. That lamb is under her. She's butting her. She's trying to nurse, and Chess is like, yep, I'll take you. I don't care. Which is, she still hasn't cleaned her off though, so. It's just one of those, you take the good with the bad and you hope it all comes out in the wash. But so far, it's been a good morning. And I'm keeping my eye on these two, but it's almost noon. We have to head for town. He has some stuff he has to pick up, and I'm hoping these guys will just like hang out for a bit. But yeah, apparently we're getting girls now, because all 3 of those were girls. Can't remember if I showed you, but last night, while we were at our dinner, this mama had this big little girl, and my daughter is home this weekend, so she was able to get them into a jug, and all we had to do was make sure she ate last night when we got home. And then when we got home and got down to the barn, this ewe had this little lamb, and for some reason I think it also was a girl. I could be wrong. So yeah, I was complaining about all the boys I was having at the beginning, and today and yesterday all we had were girls. That evens things out a little bit, I think. He's loading up the pickup so we can go feed the big flock. But I had somebody ask about why my sheep lamb in the morning, and if it has to do with feeding. Yes, this has not been something that happened overnight. This is a 10-year process, a lot of trial and error. Do we still have the odd one out that lambs in the middle of the night? Of course, but we only feed once a day. We make sure they have enough feed through the day, but they get fed at night, and that seems to keep them from lambing at night. Mostly in the morning, about 6 a.m. and onward is when they tend to lamb. Hi, you ready to go feed?
Let's do it, shall we?
Okay, dog food for the house.
Dog food.
So yeah, once a day at night, enough to keep them fed throughout the day, night and most of the day. And that seems to make it so that I don't have to get up at 3 in the morning to come deal with lambs. I can get up at 6:30-ish when he gets up and come down and deal with everything. And sometimes they don't have them until 7 or 7:30. So it works well in my world because I am not a morning person.